leaving the scene, and officers secured the scene, started talking to people. There were no victims on scene when we arrived. Um, there was no threat once we got there. We secured the scene. All parties were taken to a secure location to begin the interview process. We then learned at a later, several minutes later, that another victim had been dropped off at Stillwater Medical Center suffering from gunshot wounds, and learned it was a student, and learned that the shooting happened outside the residential hall on McElroy. Um, as we were investigating, we then learned from Cushing Police Department of a third victim who said he was shot on OSU campus and was taken to Tulsa Medical Center, has since left Tulsa Medical Center. The two victims that were at Oklahoma University Medical Center are in stable condition and had surgery, and both are in stable condition. We have one student and two non-students that were injured in the incident. The investigation is ongoing. Well, we have assistance with the Stillwater Police Department and had OSBI come and work the crime scene to give us a 3D model and help us out on that. The OSU Police Department is the lead investigator on this, and we have full faith in our officers who are doing a wonderful job. With their quick response and the initial response, along with Payne County helping us out, we were able to secure the scene, make sure it was safe for our students, which is number one priority, and start investigating and find out what happened. At this time, we do not have anybody in custody, but we do have some solid leads, and we are asking the public for help. If they saw anything, as you know, that the first victim drove herself, approximately several miles to McDonald's before collapsing from the incident.
Why did this start?
Why did this start? What we're gathering, to not go too much into it, there was a party that was off campus at the Payne County Expo Center, and it looks like this was an after party. That party ended approximately 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So this happened relatively quick upon arriving on campus. So it wasn't a party on campus. It was just an after party where people went, and it looks like there may have been some issues out there that carried over onto campus.
What kind of issues?
A disagreement between several people, and that's as far as I'll say at this point.
The shooting take place in the street and the parking lot?
It was in the parking lot. There was no shots fired inside any residential hall. They're apartment-style complex, so it started in a breezeway and into the parking lot, and then actually into the street.
Is a total of 3 victims, or could there be any you haven't identified?
3 victims at this point that we know about. No further have come forward or anything like that. I believe there was another young lady injured at McDonald's when she fell, during the incident there when the young man collapsed as he was getting medical treatment.
Do you think the suspect could be an OSU student?
At this point, the investigation's ongoing. We're going through all the evidence, and we hope to, as the day progresses, that we come to a swift conclusion on what happened.
How long did it take to secure the area while that happened?
Officers were there within minutes, and then once they were there, they actually took people out of several cars in the parking lot at gunpoint to make sure it was secure and they were safe. The scene was secure within minutes.
And about how many people were in that parking lot?
Estimated about 20. And they were all taken, immediately gathered up and actually taken and put in a secure location for their safety and also for the investigation purpose.
You said there's no threat to the public, but I guess can you say why there's no threat to the public if you don't have someone in custody?
What I'm saying, there's no threat to campus. Once we get there and suspect is left, we know that it's secure and the students in that area were safe. As the investigation goes on, we feel that we're moving in the right direction, and we feel there is no threat at this time, an imminent threat for the public or the campus.
Describe, what it's like. This is homecoming weekend. It's such a celebration, and for something like this to happen.
Yeah, I agree. And if you look right now throughout the country, if you look, LSU's had 2 shootings at the last 2 football games. There was multiple shootings at HBUs over last weekend at homecomings. It's unfortunate. People are here to celebrate. Relive their youth when they were in college. And there's multiple events. the walk around, the parade, and then the football game. So we don't want this to overshine the what it's all about on homecoming. There's events that happen like this. It's unfortunate, and that's what we're here for. We're here to keep people safe and secure, and when we do have something happen, investigate it and bring it to a just conclusion.
Is there anything to be done to make sure something like this doesn't happen again?
You know, I wish you could say yes. We're a town. A university is just a city within a city. There's 30,000 people here at OSU in close quarters. Our officers patrol 24 hours a day. We're here, 7 days a week. We have great cooperation with our local partners. When we do have something like this, everybody responds within minutes. We do a wonderful job. I wish it was a perfect world, but it's not. But we are ready and prepared when stuff does happen.
What's the policy on firearms?
There again, you're not supposed to have a firearm on campus. But it goes to the saying, people who are going to break the law have firearms.
Can you speak to the preliminary nature of the injuries?
Preliminary, we had one individual suffer multiple gunshot wounds, and the other two were just one. All persons are stable right now.
Did anybody get released from the hospital, or are they still in the hospital?
We have two that are still in the hospital in Oklahoma City. One checked himself out of the Tulsa hospital.
What hospital in Tulsa?
St. John's. I'll let Dr. Marsh say something about what we're doing with our students. It's very important that the police and student affairs work together as we're all here for one purpose, and that is the safety of our students. So, Dr. Marsh.
Well, again, Brent Marsh, Brent Marsh. So I'm Brent Marsh. I do serve here as Vice President for Student Affairs, and certainly this incident was not the way we wanted our homecoming weekend to conclude, but we're thankful for the good work of our OSU PD partners and other law enforcement partners who did quickly secure the scene, as you've just heard. And then our priority, of course, is our residents, the safety of our students, particularly those who live in the affected residential facility. Messaging, has already been delivered to them to provide support, to provide resources, and we'll continue to make sure that we're in contact with those students to be sure that they're okay. And obviously, if they have any information, we want them to certainly come forward and speak with law enforcement. But we want to make sure that something this unsettling can be very upsetting, and so that we're here to provide them the support, resources that they need, be that counseling or otherwise.
What exactly are those resources?
Certainly, our University Counseling Services is available on the posted hours on their website, and they actually plan to surge staffing a little bit on the next couple of days so that they'll have additional people on hand to provide some appointment times. Also, we have a partnership, which we're thankful is provided through the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education for timely care. So that's a 24/7 virtual service that students can connect to and then be connected with a live counselor should they need that kind of support. And then other resources we have here, obviously, just for people to take good care of themselves. Sometimes they just may need to, engage in wellness activities or just talk to someone. And so we want to provide anything and everything that we can to be sure that our students are well taken care of.
Who typically resides at that dorm? Do you know about how many could have been there at the time?
Yeah, the bed count of that one. By the way, I've been here for about 7 weeks now, so I'm still learning the lay of the land of all of our facilities. It's definitely not one of our largest residential facilities, and so with homecoming weekend, it's would imagine that most students were around, being part of all the events for the weekend. So, and that particular facility has sort of different wings, and this particular affected area was Carricker East, 62 beds. So thank you. So up to 62 students could have been, in and around the area, but most of them at that time of night, may have been asleep at 3 in the morning. So, and I don't know if we had calls that even came in from students reporting or not. So, yeah. Okay.
This might be a question for Chief or you. What do you say to parents that probably get a little rattled?
Certainly.
By something
Yeah.
like that?
That would be very understandable that our parents might be concerned. I would be as a parent as well, and so I want to just assure them that we did have law enforcement on the scene very, very quickly. And then as soon as we could have information to share out through social media and other channels, I know that our university communications professionals were doing that to keep the public informed and parents informed. So we appreciate their efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you so
That's it.
much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Now the big question: which Greek house won the?
Yeah.
I think I heard Farmhouse and Cap Alpha Theta was their partner, I think. So yeah, they won the door.
They were
house
awesome
decks.
this year.
They were.
Is that the one with the bird?
They're awesome every year.
I know Farmhouse. I'm trying to remember. They had a Garth Brooks, I think, was spinning through. They had three faces that were spinning through, and then they had